Hello to you, hello to you, hello dear readers, hello to you. Sawadee-ka, sabadi mai? Hello, welcome to Story Time. My name is Miss Stephanie. I hope that you are already so excited to be here. If you have been here before, wave your hands. Oh, a lot of you. Great to see you guys again. If you have never been here before, give me a thumbs up. Oh, I love to have new audience members. It's so good to have you here. Well, when we have new people come to Storytime, we love to give them an air high five. And it's real special. Air high five looks something like this. You know what a high five is, right? It's when you put one hand up and the other, your friends come in and you're like, this is your friend's hand, and you go like this, and it makes a clapping sound like, ooh, high five. That's a high five, and the clap makes the sound. But air high fives, the hands don't touch, so your mouth has to make the sound. Goes like this. Ready? 1, 2, 3. You put your hand up like this, and you go whoosh, just like that. Ready? All right, everybody, let's give our new members an air high five. Oh, and new members, put your hand up too so you can give us one. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Whoosh. Great job, guys. Welcome to Storytime. I am so glad you're here. And that sentence reminds me exactly of how I like to start Storytime. It's with singing and dancing because I love to sing and dance. So if you've heard this song before, join me. If you have never heard this song before, just copy what I do and join in when you can. Here it goes. Rise and shine and welcome to story time. Rise and shine and welcome to story time. Rise and shine and welcome to story time. I'm so glad you're here. Real glad. Rise and shine and welcome to story time. Rise and shine and welcome to story time. Rise and shine and welcome to story time. I'm so glad you're here. Oh, everybody's catching on. Last time, whisper. Rise and shine and welcome to story time. Rise and shine and welcome to story time. Rise and shine and welcome to story time. I'm so glad you're here. I am so glad you're here. I have so missed seeing you guys at Storytime. I'm so happy to see you here today. I have missed you. So that brings me to what I'm going to be reading about today. As you heard me just say, I miss you. And it made me realize also that I miss a lot of people. You know, we haven't been able to see a lot of people in person. You know, friends and family, just people we haven't had a chance to see that maybe we used to see all the time. Teachers, our friends at school, you know, things like that. So I have people I miss. Do you guys have people you miss too? Give me a thumbs up if you have people you miss. Yeah, see, we all do. And you know, I was thinking, what is it that I miss about those people so much, you know? And it made me think of my very good friend. I have a very good friend. Her name is Ashley. And she lives on the whole other side of the world. And I haven't seen her in a really long time. And I really miss her. And I was thinking, what is it that makes me miss her so much? And I thought, you know what? Because she has special things about her that I just love. We are friends, but we are not exactly the same. And I think that's what makes us the best friends. She has things that are unique about her that make me happy and make me a better person. So we are good friends for each other. She has, like I said, a big word just right there. I said things that make things about her that make her unique. That's the big word I just used. If you've never heard it before, you should use it. It will knock people's socks off. It'll knock people's socks off if you do. Unique. It just means something that makes you different from somebody else. Because there's a lot of people in the world and we are not all the same. We are all special in some way. You're special in some way. And I bet you're like, what, me? Yeah, I'm special in some way too. I'm different in some way from you, and you're different in some way from me, which makes life so interesting, and I love it. So, as I'm talking, I'm realizing that we are all special in some way, and it made me think of this book. So I'm going to read it to you now. It is called I Am Special. Yeah, you are special. Let's see. Oh, did you see me? I was like, oh, I can't read it. That's because I forgot to put my glasses on. Let me put them on right now. There we go. Ooh, that's much better. Hi. Ooh, I can see you guys much better. I Am Special, written by Kimberly Giordano. Photographed, because this book has photographs, not drawings. So the photographer, the person who took the pictures with the camera, his name is Michael Jarrett. So the author that wrote the words is Kimberly Giordano, and the photographer is Michael Jarrett. And here's the cover. Look at this girl. I wonder what, the things that make us special are things we like, things we don't like, things we're interested in. Just looking at this little girl, what do you think she's interested in? What makes her special? Yeah. Oh, I bet you had a conversation just right there, noticing things in the picture. Yeah. Let's see what else happens in this book. I Am Special. Oh, here's a photograph of another person. Just looking at the two people we've looked at so far, they're different in just how they look, right? Yeah, and even how, look at, he's carrying his backpack. Where's he going, I wonder? Maybe school. And the girl in the front, she was doing something else with plants. Let's see what the characters in this book are doing that make them special. Sometimes the things that make us special are the things we know how to do. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, look at this little boy. It says, I can paint a picture. Look at him. He is painting a picture. He is an artist. Wow. That's pretty impressive. Look at that butterfly. He must be interested in art, painting, right? Yeah. Oh, look at this little girl on the next page. Oh my gosh. Let me point to the words, I'm sorry. I can ride a bike. Yeah. There's some people that don't know how to ride a bike yet, or they get nervous about it. And so that's something that's special about her. Something that she can do, right? Yeah. Okay, let's see. Oh, this is important, you guys. Look at this. I can be a good friend. Yeah. Look at these two. It's true, guys. You know what? How you act with people makes you special and unique, for sure. How you treat other people, that definitely. Not everybody treats people the same way. Not everybody talks to people in the same way. And so that can make you unique and different. Ooh, look at this girl. Let me point to the words, I'm sorry. I can make a snowman. Whoa. That's a cool snowman, right? It doesn't really snow where I live in Thailand. It's quite hot, so it doesn't really snow here, but maybe some of you live in a place where it snows and you've made a snowman before. I have never really lived somewhere where it snowed a lot, so I'm not very good at it, I don't think. Ooh. Look at this girl with her dog. I can tie my shoes. Whoa. Good for her, right? And it looks like she kind of likes animals, I think. So one of her interests might be animals too, and she knows how to tie her shoes. She'd be a good friend to have if you do not know how to tie your shoes, because then she could help you. That's one of the cool things also. Remember I was talking about Ashley earlier, about having friends that know how to do different things than you, or just are different, do things differently, or unique in other ways, because they teach you about new things you might never know. That's the great thing about people, yeah. Oh, here we go. Look at this. I can play basketball. Whoa, look at those guys. They're interested in sports. Yeah, playing basketball. Any of you guys out there or girls like sports? Yeah, any sport. I used to play tennis. I do like sports. Haven't played in a while though. Oh, look at this girl. I can read this book. I am special. And look at her. She's reading the exact same book we're reading. That's funny. Oh, wow. That was a great book. That book reminds us that we are all different. And that is the wonderful thing about our world and our earth and the people in it. Now, right now, while you guys are thinking, well, after we were reading that book, I was like, I wonder what you think is special about you. And I was thinking of these questions, like, for me, some of the things that can make you special might be something like, what's your favorite, I'm going to take my glasses off, too glary, sorry. What your favorite food is, what your favorite clothes are, what your interests are, what you like to do. Like in that book, the characters were interested in different things. How you treat people, we were talking about. It could be something as simple as your name. Our names are very unique to us. I know there's some people that might have the same name as you, but it doesn't make you that same person. But sometimes they're spelled differently, right? Yeah. Or even like our colors, our favorite colors, things that we really like about different colors. I've talked about how my favorite color is red. And I have other favorite colors too. There's a few. But while we are thinking about things that make us special, things we can do, things we're interested in, animals or art or dancing or music, it makes me think of dancing and music. So today we are going to sing, it is a color song, and it goes to the tune, well, I'm going to sing it, and it will tell you exactly what you need to do. If you have never heard this song, it's okay. It's okay. Just do what I do. I'll sing it a couple times. It is called the color song. Now, with the color song, you are going to have to look at your clothes, okay? Because if you have that color on your clothes, you have to do something. But if you don't, you just stay still. If you don't have the color, you just freeze. You can still sing, but just don't do what it says. So, for example, if your clothes have the color red, it will go like this. If your clothes have any red, as you notice, I have no red on me. See, no red. So I won't do this action, but I'm going to show you it anyway. Okay. If your clothes have any red, if your clothes have any red, if your clothes have any red, put your finger on your head. If your clothes have any red, That's it. You got it? Okay, here we go. Okay, let's start with red. We'll do this one. We'll start with red again. Okay, here we go. If your clothes have any red, if your clothes have any red, if your clothes have any red, put your finger on your head. If your clothes have any red, you guys have any red? This is red, by the way, this color right here. This one, red. Yeah, no red. I don't have red. Did you put your finger on the head? Okay. If your clothes have any blue, oh, I have blue. If your clothes have any blue, any blue. If your clothes have any blue, any blue. If your clothes have any blue, put your finger on your shoe. If your clothes have any blue, any blue. Good job, guys. Did some of you have blue? Okay, here we go. If your clothes have any white, oh, let me find you guys some white in case you're not sure. If your clothes have any white, any white. If your clothes have any white, any white. If your clothes have any white. If your clothes have any white, shake your hips with all your might. If your clothes have any white, any white. Okay. If your clothes have any, I'm looking for the colors. Here we go. Oh, that didn't stay. Never mind. Sorry. Sorry, guys. If your clothes have any black, any black. If your clothes have any black, any black. If your clothes have any black, put your hands behind your back. If your clothes have any black, any black. If your clothes have any pink, any pink. If your clothes have any pink, any pink. I forgot to clap, guys. If your clothes have any pink, then give a little wink. If your clothes have any pink, any pink. If your clothes have any yellow, any yellow. I don't have any of these colors, guys. This is yellow, by the way. Sorry, I did not get myself ready. Sorry. This is yellow, by the way. Can you see it? If your clothes have any yellow, any yellow. If your clothes have any yellow, any yellow. If your clothes have any yellow, then shake like some jello. If your clothes have any yellow, any yellow. I kind of messed up that song. Sorry, guys. We can do it one more time because I messed it up a little bit. But it's okay to make mistakes. It's okay. That's how we learn. So, one more time, and it's going to be awesome. Here we go. So you're going to look for your colors, okay? If you have it, do the motion. I'm going to do all the motions just so you know what to do. All right, here we go. Starting with red. If your clothes have any red, any red. If your clothes have any red, any red. If your clothes have any red, put your finger on your head. If your clothes have any red, any red. If your clothes have any blue, any blue. I do have blue. If your clothes have any blue, any blue. If your clothes have any blue, put your finger on your shoe. If your clothes have any blue, any blue. If your clothes have any white, any white. If your clothes have any white, any white. If your clothes have any white. Stomp your feet with all your might. If your clothes have any white, any white. If your clothes have any black, any black. Oh, my glasses are black. Here we go. If your clothes have any black, any black. If your clothes have any black, put your hands behind your back. If your clothes have any black, any black. If your clothes have any pink, any pink. I don't have any pink in my hair. If your clothes have any pink, any pink. If your clothes have any pink, then give a little wink. If your clothes have any pink, any pink. If your clothes have any yellow, any yellow. Oh, I don't have any yellow. Oh, here's yellow. Sorry, guys, here's yellow. If your clothes have any yellow, any yellow. If your clothes have any yellow, shake like a bowl of jello. If your clothes have any yellow, any yellow. Well, that was a color song. Sorry it was a little bit of a mess. I didn't get my colors ready for you guys, but I think you know your colors. I was pretty impressed. You guys knew exactly what colors you had on your body in your clothes. Very nice job, guys. Air high five. Whoopsh. Thanks for being patient with me. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, earlier we were talking about people being unique and being special, and that's what we miss about them and not seeing them. So it also made me think, you know, we are not getting to see a lot of people we normally see, like at school and stuff like that, because we're staying home. And it made me think of one of my favorite characters in a book and one of my favorite stories. His name, the character's name, is Mr. Plumbean, and he loves his home. So I don't know if any of you have heard this story, but it is called The Big Orange Splot. Anyone? Oh, some of you have heard it. Now, I know that if you've heard it before, don't give away the ending. It's so good, you guys. So just keep it in your brain. Don't yell out the endings. So good. So if you are ready to hear a great song, wave your hands like this. Oh my gosh, I know. Okay, you guys are so ready. All right, before we actually sit down to listen to this story, let's go ahead and do our last little dance. Stand up where your feet are. It's our last little dance before we listen to the story. This song is so easy. It has to do with the parts of your body that we all have. So this is something, well, it's parts of the body that we can point to. So when we get to this part, I want you guys to just do what I say. Okay? If you're ready, yeah, you got it. So we're going to be pointing to our head, our shoulders, which are right here, our knees, and our toes, and then our eyes, our nose, and our mouth. Okay, you guys got those? Okay, here we go. Ready? It's called head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Stand where your feet are. Make sure you have enough room. Okay, here we go. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Knees and toes. Oh, very good. You want to touch every part that I say. Okay, here we go. Ready? Head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Knees and toes. Eyes and, oh, I forgot the ears. Ears and mouth and nose. Head, shoulders, knees and toes. Knees and toes. Oh my gosh, you guys. You can't see my ears because of my poofy hair, but I swear they're right there. Okay, here we go. This time we're going to go faster. Ready? You can do it. Head, shoulders, knees and toes. Knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes. Knees and toes. Eyes and ears and mouth and nose. Head, shoulders, knees and toes. Knees and toes. Ooh, I almost messed up on myself there. Okay, this time it's going to be super fast. Ready? Okay, get yourself. Here we go. Last time. Head, shoulders, knees and toes. Knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes. Knees and toes. Eyes and ears and mouth and nose. Head, shoulders, knees and toes. Knees and toes. Woo! I'm sweaty. That was a good workout. Okay, go ahead and have a seat. Nice job. Float your hands up high, float your hands down low, float them out to the side, bring them together in your lap. Good job. Okay, guys, that's enough of that. Let's meet Mr. Plumbean. I am so excited to read you this story. It is called The Big Orange Splot. Look at him. That's Mr. Plumbean. Okay, here we go. The Big Orange Splot. It is by Daniel Manis Pinkwater. I like that guy's name. The Big Orange Splot. Now, while you're listening to this story, I am curious if you can figure out what's unique about Mr. Plumbean. So while you're listening, see if you can figure out what is unique, what's special and different about him. Maybe nothing. It's got to be something though, right? Mr. Plumbean lived on a street where all the houses were the same. Oh, there he is. Yeah, all the houses look the same. Yeah, you can tell the neighbor's house looks almost exactly the same. Let's see if they show us a picture of the whole street. Ah, yeah. He liked it that way. So did everybody else on Mr. Plumbean's street. This is a neat street, they would say. Then one day, here's the neat street, guys. Look, see how all the houses look the same? And look, there's all his neighbors. A seagull flew over Mr. Plumbean's house. It's a bird. It's a type of bird, yeah. A seagull flew over Mr. Plumbean's house. He was carrying a can of bright orange paint. What? No one knows why. That's kind of weird, guys. A bird carrying a can of orange paint, but this author has a good imagination. Let's see. And he dropped the can. No one knows why. Right over Mr. Plumbean's house. You guys, he dropped a can of orange paint right over Mr. Plumbean's house. See, there's the bird. And look. Oh my gosh. What is going to happen? He dropped a can of orange paint right over the house. What do you think's going to happen? I'm afraid to turn the page. Oh, you were right. It made a big orange splot on Mr. Plumbean's house. Ooh, too bad, everyone said. Mr. Plumbean will have to paint his house again. I suppose I will, said Mr. Plumbean. But he didn't paint his house right away. He looked at the big orange splot for a long time. Then he went about his business. The neighbors got tired of seeing that big orange splot. Someone said, Mr. Plumbean, we wish you'd get around to painting your house. Okay, said Mr. Plumbean. Just remember, they really liked their neat street where everything was the same. And that big orange splot made Mr. Plumbean's house look, yep, you're right, different. See, a splot, that's like a big splatter of paint. It's like a splatter and a spot put together, splot. Oh, he got some blue paint and some white paint. And that night, he got busy. He painted at night because it was cooler. That makes sense. When the paint was gone, the roof was blue, the walls were white, and the big orange spot was still there. Then he got some more paint. He got red paint, yellow paint, whoa, green paint, and purple paint. Whoa, that's some colors. Colorful, right? In the morning, the other people on the street came out of their houses. Their houses were all the same, but Mr. Plumbean's house was like a rainbow. It was like a jungle. It was like an explosion. And there's Mr. Plumbean painting. Look at his house, you guys. Oh. Does it still look the same, or does it look different than the other houses? I was not expecting that. Were you? Oh my gosh. The next day, the people said Plumbean has gushed his mush, lost his marbles, and slipped his hawser. They decided they would pretend not to notice. They thought Mr. Plumbean had lost his mind, that he must have gone crazy, not knowing what he was doing. What do you guys think? Whoa. Did I skip a page, you guys? I might have skipped a page. I did. Let me go back. I apologize. So remember right here where they came out and they saw his house all like this? You see that? Yeah? Remember that part? Okay, I skipped the page that came after that. They stuck together. Sorry. That happens when you read. Sometimes you skip a page and you have to go back and reread. And that's okay. All right, so here we go. Oh, this is what I was supposed to read you. I was thinking there was a part I missed. There was the big orange spot. And there were little, let me reread this page, I'm sorry. So, in the morning, the other people on the street came out of their houses. Their houses were all the same, but Mr. Plumbean's house was like a rainbow. It was like a jungle. It was like an explosion. That's what I already read to you. There's that page. Okay, sorry. There was the big orange spot, and there were little orange spots now. There were stripes, there were pictures of elephants and lions and pretty girls and steam shovels. The people said Plumbean has popped his cork, flipped his wig, blown his stack, and dropped his stopper. They went away muttering. That day, Mr. Plumbean bought carpenter's tools. That night, he built a tower on top of his roof, and he painted a clock on the tower. That's what let me know I skipped a page. Here's the picture of the house up close. There's the animals, the lions, look at the elephants, all the colors like a rainbow. Oh my gosh. The next day, the people said Plumbean has gushed his mush, lost his marbles, and slipped his hawser. They decided they would pretend not to notice. And there's the clock tower on top. What do you guys think? Do you like it? It's different. It is not the same. So the people in the neighborhood are not happy because it's not the same as their house. Let's see what happens next. That very night, Mr. Plumbean got a truck full of green things. He planted palm trees, baobabs, thorn bushes, onions, and I don't know how to say this word, frangipani. In the morning, he bought a hammock and an alligator. When the other people came out of their houses, they saw Mr. Plumbean swinging in a hammock between two palm trees. They saw an alligator lying in the grass. Mr. Plumbean was drinking lemonade. Oh my gosh, you guys, look at all the plants he bought. And then he planted them, and look at that. Look, there's the alligator. Look, there he is, having some lemonade in his hammock. It looks like a jungle. Very tropical. Look at that. I kind of like it. I wonder what his neighbors are going to think. What do you guys think? Oh, I don't know. Plumbean has gone too far. Uh-oh, they're not happy, guys. This used to be a neat street. Plumbean, what have you done to your house? The people shouted. And Mr. Plumbean said, my house is me, and I am it. My house is where I like to be, and it looks like all my dreams. The people went away. They asked the man who lived next door to Mr. Plumbean to go and talk to him. Tell him that we all liked it here before he changed his house. Tell him that his house has to be the same as ours so we can have a neat street. Well, Mr. Plumbean made his house look like things he's interested in. Right? Yeah, it looks like he put things on it that he likes. So let's see. Let me make sure I don't skip another page. So the neighbor came over. Let's see what happens. The man went to see Mr. Plumbean. That evening, they sat under the palm trees drinking lemonade and talking all night long. I wonder what they were talking about, guys. I wonder what's going to happen. Yeah, I don't know. Can you see them? Yeah. What do you guys think? He's going to change it back, you think? Oh, I don't know. Let's see. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to show you the picture, guys. Early the next morning, the man, his neighbor, went out to get lumber and rope and nails and paint. When the people came out of their houses, they saw a red and yellow ship next door to the house of Mr. Plumbean. Yes, I said ship. Look. Oh my gosh, look. The neighbor changed his house to look like a ship, so now he lives in a house the shape of a ship. That's hilarious. Oh my gosh. Uh-oh. Oh, the neighbors are going to be so upset. Let's see. What have you done to your house? They shouted at the man. My house is me, and I am it. My house is where I like to be, and it looks like all my dreams, said the man who had always loved ships. Oh, so he made his house look like things he likes. Oh, he loves ships. Oh, he's just like Plumbean, the people said. He's got bees in his bonnet, bats in his belfry, and knots in his noodle. See, they still think both of them had just lost their mind. Then, one by one, they went to see Mr. Plumbean late at night. They would sit under the palm trees and drink lemonade and talk about their dreams. And whenever anybody visited Mr. Plumbean's house, the very next day that person would set about changing his own house to fit his dreams. I bet you they were talking about things they enjoy and things they're interested in. Oh my gosh, I can't wait. Oh my gosh, you guys, look at the neighborhood now. Look, I can't even show you all the picture. I have to back it up. Look, there's a hot air balloon house. There's a castle house. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, you guys. Look at all the different, this house has a moat around it. Look. Oh my gosh, look at that. Whenever a stranger came to the street of Mr. Plumbean and his neighbors, the stranger would say, "This is not a neat street." Then all the people would say, "Our street is us and we are it. Our street is where we like to be, and it looks like all our dreams." Oh, look! They made their homes look like things they were interested in, things they dreamed about, things they enjoyed. How fantastic is that? And that's the end. The big orange spot. How great is that? You know what? Where we live or where our homes are, our homes might look the same on the outside, but you know what? On the inside, we decorate like our rooms even. We decorate our rooms with things that we like. We put up posters or we put up pictures or we draw things and put them up that we're interested in. So today I thought it would be so fun to make your very own dream house. Now, I know you're not going to be able to live in it, but I thought it would be fun to use your imagination, like Mr. Plumbean and his neighbors did, and think about things you like, things you're interested in, like we were talking about. Your favorite food, your favorite color, your favorite, your interest, maybe your favorite animal, and you can create your own dream home. Now, you might be wondering, how am I going to do that, Miss Stephanie? How am I going to do that? Well, I am also very interested in recycling. So I have been saving up a bunch of toilet paper rolls and paper towel rolls and figured out a way to make cool homes, little dream houses, using those. I know, it's so exciting. So if you would like to learn how to make some cool homes, some dream homes, using paper towel rolls, give me a thumbs up. Oh, good. Okay, here we go. If you need to take a break or need to take a restroom break or get a snack, that's fine. But I'm going to go ahead and show you guys some of the wonderful dream homes that I made. So, first things first. If you don't have a toilet paper roll, it's okay because I have a way to make a flat house too, flat dream home. But I'm going to start with the toilet paper rolls. So, one thing you do is you can use short toilet paper rolls or tall. Either way. And if you only have tall and want to make a short one, you can cut it in half. But these are the two sizes. Doesn't matter. You can use either way. It can be a short house. It can be a 2-story house. However you want to do it. Now, what we're going to do is we have two. I have always, I don't know why, always wanted to live in a tree house. Like, I always thought, people who have tree houses are so cool. I just have always wanted to live in a tree house. And I love trees, so I just thought, how awesome would that be? So my dream house that I built, one of them, is a house that's shaped like a tree. So what I did was I have a toilet paper roll, a tall one, and I didn't paint it or anything because it's kind of brown, so it kind of is like the trunk of a tree already, so there you go. Boop. I made a circle in the middle of it, and I did this, but I would have an adult cut the hole out because it's going to be like one of my windows, or it could be my door. I haven't decided. And then what I did after I did that was I cut like some slits in the side here. You see that? And the side here. And I'll tell you what that's going to be for in a minute. But then what I also did was I used, see this? It's a recycled box from cereal. I had some Cocoa Pops or something, and I used the cereal box. And I used the cardboard to make my tree topper. So this is my trunk. This is the part of my house that looks like the tree trunk. And then what I did on my, on the cardboard side of the, well, it's both cardboard, but on the brown side, I used green paint to make my tree color, and I just but you can use crayon, you can use marker. It's up to you what you have. And then after I did the pink, I had to let it dry. I'm going to make this shape, and then I'm going to cut it out with scissors. You can have an adult help you, please, to cut it out with scissors. Now, once you cut it out with scissors, then I'm going to lift this back up. Then you have the top of your house. So the reason for the slits here on the side is because I cut out my treetop. You see that? Here's the back, see? Recycling. So right here, there's little slits. You see that? Yeah. And so there's my treetop. What you do is you match those slits up here, and you just kind of fit them together. Check out my tree house. Now, I'm not done. So what your family can do, the adults in your family could do is, and I'm just giving this as a tip, I have a bunch of shapes already cut out, like this. So different shapes already cut out, different colors. If you don't have colored paper, you can use white paper and color it the color you want. But I have a bunch of different shapes. Oh, and I had some note cards, and these are gonna come in handy in a minute. They're different colors as well. But I have those already ready. So the adults in the family, if you want to, you can get these shapes ready, and I'll show you how you're gonna use them. So what you would do is, for example, I think I would like, to make I'm gonna make a door for the bottom of my house so that people can get in, and I'm gonna use this shape for that, and I might use this for windows. And so what I'm gonna do with my marker or pencil or whatever is I'm just gonna put a little bit, I'm gonna do this, and maybe I'll put a heart-shaped window on the thing there, yeah. And then just for time purposes, I am going to lift this up for you, and I'm going to tape the door down at the bottom. And we will use tape, but you can use glue as well. I'm just going to tape it for now so you can see it. Because the cool thing is you can actually cut this so the door opens. But you don't have to. And I'm just taping it so that you can see how it looks. There's my door. Oops. Put some more tape. Stain. And we will put some more tape on here. Now you can glue with a glue stick, but I'm just doing this with tape for time purposes for you guys. Okay. Okay. So there's my door. Now, what I also did, which is kind of fun, is you can make little windows. Like I've got these little tiny squares here, and you can just do, it's up to you, but, and I would put like a paper under here if you're using marker, so you don't get it on the table. But see, I'm just gonna make these windows here, and I'm gonna put the windows up higher because my tree is really tall, so it's a 2-story house, and I'm gonna put the windows up here on this part. I think, well, I could put a window here. I could put some windows up here, like you can live in that part. I think I am gonna do that. And I'm just gonna tape it up there for now, just like I said, for time purposes, so you guys can get started on your own craft and making your own dream house. My house is a tree house, because I've always wanted to live in a tree house. I thought that would be fun when I was younger. My friend had a tree house, and I always thought that was pretty cool. There's my little thing. Now, what I also did was I also made a little picture, a photo of me and my husband, Kevin, and I'm gonna cut a small picture that I printed out, and I'm gonna put it in one of the windows, like we're looking out the window. You can do that too. If your family has a picture of you that they can print out, you can put it in the window like you're looking out of the window or something, and it'll look like you're in your house. So I might do that over one of these windows. I'm gonna do it. Here, I'll show you the picture, sorry. See? It's kind of hard to see us. There we are. And I'm gonna put it in one of the windows. I think I'm gonna put it in this window right here, like we're looking out the window. See? Oh. There we go. Yeah. Oh, sorry. There we are. Yeah. And you can add more. I could color more. I could put some animals. I could actually, because I do have some stickers, I could add some stickers, but that's one of my dream houses, which is a tree house. I have this. Now, another idea that we came up with was, well, that I was playing with my toilet paper rolls and my paper towel rolls, is we have a space rocket, which for some of you might be pretty cool. So what I did was I did paint this blue, and I painted it blue first, and then I made the other parts for it. So if you don't have paint, no worries. You can also use white paper and roll, and you could color the white paper whatever color you want your rocket to be, and then you can cover the tube. See, it's a tube, and then you just cover it with that paper. Just roll it in there and tape it on. It's perfect, and it stays really nicely. So you can do that as well. But this is for a space rocket house. So if you want to be in like an astronaut and you're very interested in that, then you can make a window right here. Let's see. Let's put some glue on here and see if we can put a window up here. We'll put some glue. Put some glue stick on here and see if that helps there. Whoa, that's pretty sticky. Don't want it to get, and I'm going to use this as my window for my space rocket there. And then I'm going to put another, I think I'm going to put another window. Maybe I'll put a little yellow. I'm going to use the little yellow circles here. And we'll just, sorry if you can't see, I'm just adding to my house here. And you might be thinking, that does not look like a space rocket. Well, hold on a second. I'm trying to put it together for you like a puzzle. Takes a little bit of, that's why it's good to have the shapes already cut out, so that way you can just stick them on, you know? Yeah, so you can do that. Then what you do here is you have I made a little cone for the top, so it goes on top like this, and you can use tape just to stick it on there. Okay, so I'm gonna do that. And just put some tape on the inside. Now, your mom or whoever is helping you might be wondering, that's my dog Sammy, he's barking. Yeah, he's saying hello. She might be wondering, well, how did she get that cone made? Well, all you do is you make a circle like this on a piece of paper. Sorry. Just trying to show you all the different ways that you can make a house, a dream home. You can make a rocket house. You can make an adult would make a circle about this big, and it can be smaller, I guess, but this is the size that I made. And then you cut like a piece of pie out. That would be, and if you're the adult that's helping you, you would say a quarter of the piece of the pie would come out. So there we go. So it would look like this. And then all you do is you roll it together like that, and it makes a little cone. for the top of your rocket ship. So your rocket ship looks like that, and you can put on the bottom, you can put little things like this. They're called fins that help hold your rocket up. Mine were not strong enough, so I had to just kind of pretend. So I'm gonna put them up high. But there's all different kinds of houses you guys can make that will, so it could look like a rocket ship. You could make a tree house. You could make a regular flat house that has a lot of decorations of things you like on it. For example, I'll show you one example of that. I'm going to show you this real quick so you can kind of get an idea. Oops, it's crooked. Sorry. So you can kind of get an idea of the rocket ship house. There you go. And then you would have to tape it for your time, so you're not here forever. I just wanted you to see it. And you could put a door at the bottom to show you could get in. So there's a house that's shaped like a rocket ship. Now you could also just make a regular house, guys. You could get this, your regular paper roll, and you could decorate a white piece of paper with things that are important to you. See, I decorated mine, family. I did it while it was flat. And I put family, I put happiness and kindness, and I love rainbows and colors and animals, and this is my cat and my dog, and so I just put things that I loved. You can color it your favorite color, whatever you want, but do it while it's flat, and then you can roll it around the tube like this, right? And then you can put a door on it, and you can put a roof on it, and that's what these are for, you guys. So if you have a card or you have a piece of paper this big, you just fold it in half like this, and you can make a roof for your house like this, and you just use a piece of tape to help hold it on, and your adult, whoever's helping you, can help you with the roof. You also could make a flat house. I promised you to show you that. You can make a flat house too, and I used, like I said, recycle cardboard. And I also, check this out, guys. This is from, like, if you have wet wipes, that little plastic opening thing. When you're done with it, it peels off really easily, and it can become a little door. Look, check it out. Open, close. Oh, isn't that awesome? So you could recycle that and make that the door for your house. And another exciting thing, I was having so much fun making houses, you guys. My husband was like, you don't have enough time to make all these houses. He was right. But last things. Down here, look, I had leftover wrapping paper. So if you have some fun leftover wrapping paper, you can just glue this. Look, check this out. This is, I promise it's my last thing. It's my last thing. It's my last thing. And then you guys can go crazy making your own dream homes. Okay, hold on. Let me stick it on here. I had to pick this paper because, you know, I love animals, so I had to use this paper. And then I made a little cover for the door like this. And I'm going to just, I wonder if the glue would work on that door. Let's see. We'll see, won't we? Real quick. Let's see. We'll just stick this to the door. Okay. And then what I'm going to do with my scissors is I am going to make this look like the roof of a house just by cutting the corners off. Look, I'm going to do this. See how I'm doing it? Just cutting the corners off. And then I'm going to go to the other side. And I'm going to go back again and cut the corner off. And now, check it out. I've got the beginning of my other dream house. Look at that! Isn't that fun, you guys? And look, check it out. The door opens. What? And inside, you could put a little picture of yourself. Like you could do, see this little picture? Here's me and Kevin again. And you can put inside of your dream house. I'm going to glue us in there. And then you can decorate it more. I mean, I'm serious. I could make these houses all day. It's so fun. And then there we are inside of our house. Look, 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 look. Hello, welcome to our dream home. But Like I said, on your house, this is a flat house, you can use recycled cardboard. Decorate it with things that are important to you. That's what Mr. Plumbean did, and there are many things about you that make you unique and make you special and important in this world. Thank you guys for coming to Storytime. I hope you had fun. I know I did. I can't wait to see your dream homes. If you want, take a picture and send it to the Bumblebee Free Library, or you can post it here on this channel. Or I would love to see it. Thank you guys. Bye-bye. Have a good rest of your week. See you next week.